Man, you gotta love when people come out of their caves and show show you how they can't communicate. They just can't. Like, why am I the only one? And obviously, is that even possible, right? How do I know that I know how to communicate and everyone else doesn't? I'm a programmer, all right? I play card games. Card games is all about communicating to you what a card does when you play it, and you have to simplify as much as possible. Simplify because you have to play a ping pong matchup. You get a turn, your opponent gets a turn, you get a turn. This is why I invite everyone to Discord so they stop laying bricks and actually talk like a normal human being. All right? Like you would do in public. There's a reason why we talk back and forth in public properly instead of starting to tell a story out of nowhere to a stranger as if we know their opinion of some kind. You lucky. You lucky to see a video, be able to post a comment and receive attention for it. You're not so lucky if you don't post videos of your own because that's called me having more pieces on the board. I put more effort, I invested more. Maybe I have more cards. We can continue the card game route instead of playing chess because I don't like chess that much. But basically, I have more resources, and you come into the comment section and or anywhere else for that matter in my world, and you think you know you're better than me. But hey, I'll create a straw man out of you using a video or just everyone else. Like, it pisses me off. I already made a video about the Discord meltdown. The girl showed up, obviously, and I actually figured out a new thing about her showing up. Eventually, she disappears mysteriously. Why not? Or she's just overly busy. It doesn't matter. Alright? Girls appear and disappear, but one thing is for sure they have big hearts that can be used and abused. So, if you still feel like continuing the conversation, the magical trick is talking to yourself. And it's best to summon another girl to replace her, basically. Because if someone hurts you, you have to hurt them back so they understand that you're hurt. You want them to hurt, basically. And when they see, usually other people, when they see that you want to hurt them, they're just gonna start flipping tables. They can't accept that. Oh, you're trying to hurt me. You're the most evil person in the universe. That is the stupidest thing you can do. That is this. It's a human conversation. I got hurt. You get hurt. And if you don't like being hurt, yes you do! Yes you fucking do! I'll fucking show you how much you like, you piece of shit! But that's for later. Alright, guys? That's for demonic possessions and slow and painful death, and understanding that you actually like it. You know, you like dying. Eventually. By running away from pain, you'll just accumulate more of it all at once. How about that? You know? Because if you run away from pain, you can't solve problems. You just slowly gonna realize you're unable uh, to actually face the problems that are accumulating anyways. If people actually care about you, you know, and you don't care about yourself. This girl was able to talk back in the day, but something flickered in her brain after a year I was gone. Who knows what's going on? She wouldn't fucking say that. She wouldn't even steer the conversation into that direction. I don't know what's going on. And she got herself into this cult of saying one word against mine. My purge, basically, of like, well, everyone will leave from Discord. Because I will focus on, you know, the project, the greatest project of all time. And yes, the elephant in the room is that I had to scream about something. I had to cause pain to you guys too. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna just bounce the pain back to me? Is that what you want? You know, like, is the stupidest thing you can do. Just bounce the pain back. Say, oh wow. Like, I don't need it. I have it. I already have some. Alright? Go away. Double it, give it to the next person. It doesn't matter to me, bro. See, the problem is, it's always like this. Like, I gain subscriber, lose subscriber. That's my lifestyle. No one can actually, like, sit down and just, like, explain what they want from me. Right? To just be able to survive in this environment. I mean, I can manage 100 people. I barely have like 60 subscribers to manage. The rest of the 100 doesn't actually exist. It's just probably a pool of shit. So you mustn't, like, it's so easy. But they're not real people, they're just people who clicked a button and now want to unclick a button for various reasons that will never be disclosed. So now just emotional manipulation to me. Because I care about numbers. It's like I have to, like, shut down all these numbers that I care about, that every YouTuber cares about. But I have to, like, shut it down slowly and painfully because, like, gaining subscriber, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. I'm just here to interact with people and stuff. But not like this, man. I still haven't found really a person who knows how to talk. Like, technically this guy was able to talk fairly well. I was kind of impressed. For the third time, I believe. The problem is that he's completely empty and has nothing to say. So even if you do know how to talk, then now you have to fill up your vocabulary with things, and you have to actually explore the world and be interested in things instead of, like, oh, the thing that I do right now is, like, cleanse myself from social media. And it's like, I don't care. I don't care if your isolation moment in your life. What I care is, like, what do you do besides that? Because not doing something is not doing. Alright? It's not actually that interesting if you're not doing something. It's like, hey guys, I have not been to the moon or to the sun, or actually I have not visited any star system out there in space. You could say that I don't think space exists, but that would be too interesting. That would be way too interesting, bro. But you could just keep saying, I have not met aliens. I have not... I don't go grocery shopping this week. Wow, that is so interesting, dude. Holy shit. This is how this guy started the conversation. Like, how empty you have to be like, well, I don't actually want to use social media that much. What are you gonna do instead of social media, though? You know, I didn't really get a chance to ask the question, but I was trying to steer the conversation towards those feelings, right? You have to actually, like, respect feelings. This is the only way. Is this miscommunication? Is bullshit level 2? Is this it? I don't know. This is just a random speed video where I have to, again, express my feelings because people love testing my powers. They love testing my powers. Alright? This is, again, why I have to scream, because for fuck's sake, they love testing the powers so badly. They're gonna turn into supervillains, and I, as a superhero, have to crush them and pummel them into dust, basically. I have to make them disappear where they came from. Alright, welcome to the internet, you're a piece of shit. Well, now you can disappear now. Thank you very much for all the attention that you gave me. It's kind of useless, but, you know, maybe it's gonna be cool for someone else when I make a video about it. And this is the only way I can cope, man, is making videos. It's unbelievable, bro. The mental illness that runs like a river, But mental illness is just an expression of a disorder of people not having skills or even willpower. If you don't have willpower, you will be starting to manifest a mental illness because everything you do will start failing, basically, because you can't finish your jobs or naturalize your lifestyle, where you can just sort of do whatever you want. You will follow rules, but you 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 must live a lifestyle that's flexible, and you're not like submitting yourself to any sort of job that you don't want, right? Is the only way. Like, you have to escape the sort of insanity. I can't escape. I've just already gave up. I've already suicided. I don't know. You talking to me? The only thing I want to hear is like, how the fuck do I earn money online by being smart? Because like that's the only thing that I want to hear right now. In case I run out of money or something. Some bad shit could happen to me. You know, I want to be prepared. That's it. All right? So if I can help people, if I can enlighten people and give them advice, I want to participate in that sort of situation. That's all I want to hear, honestly. Everything else is absolute garbage because it doesn't actually help me achieve my goals. So that is like a secondary goal. Obviously, the main goal is to just project my alternative girl personalities that I've collected, because those are pretty awesome. In fact, Taylor and Ari, both at the same time, literally almost at the same time, showed up in my dreams again. But this one was a little bit too weird. Ari was playing chess, and Taylor was in her underwear in the shopping store and whatnot. Almost like touching herself. Like that's a weird thing. Can you imagine Taylor Swift touching herself in your dreams? Yeah. Yeah, that is some extreme case, man. Of burning stuff in your brain that you will never forget. I mean, what the fuck? And she was wearing socks. You know, those high, tight socks. Oh my god. It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, she was like an e-girl masturbating in a store. What the fuck? Oh my god. So we have haters, right? We have haters. We're talking about that. We're talking about Discord. And I'm doing the whole screamy scream. And I laughed at Taylor. Because that's hilarious, bro. But now, the grand finale of this video. The reason why this exists is a holy shit, man. Holy shit. Someone found a toilet and they're just like, damn, bro. I have not had a toilet for so long. For my thoughts, you know, for my floaty thoughts that really just a cluster of feelings, have no opinions attached to it. There's just a bunch of insecurities, basically. Because funny enough, we're going to talk about insecurities. You know, I again bounce off very simple answers, all right? I'm not asking you to put so much effort that I can't even read anymore, all right? There is a limit of effort you can put out. You can put slightly more effort than I did, then I sort of understand. You know, we're still having like a sort of a conversation. But if you offload too much effort, now I can't read anymore. Now I'm like, I have to question, are you a real human being? Should I care about you? Does this even matter? Do you even listen, or you just want to offload your thoughts? You know, now I have doubts if the brick that you laid is actually, like, useful. So, because I have so many doubts, I have to make a video about it. And yes, for an entire hour, which is going to be breaking down the nonsense that someone has been laying down and trying to detect where it came from. And goddamn, Anytime a fucking car passes by, it starts honking, specifically in my place, and then now it pisses me off now. Like, it never used to happen before. Fucking honking, bro. You can see I'm under attack, guys. Or I wish I would. I wish I would be. Wait, let me check notifications, guys. Okay, 0. Wait, what? That's a weird one. Smelling it. What? She barely touched him. Oh my god. Immediately when someone says, "What are you talking about? What are you on about?" They have laid a brick that you can just ignore. All right. If there's a lot of text, it's misorganized, and the first thing is negative, it's a brick. You can just ignore it. You can say, "Oh, I really don't care what you said," because the first thing is negative. You can be totally honest about it, or just call it a brick. A bunch of questions. I don't know. First 10 minutes of this rant, Asmon is projecting his insecurities, and you can feel that he's projecting. You can feel. I was saying that you can feel. I usually like stay away from feelings. It makes, when it comes to like, you can, I would never say that. But I mean, it is an experience, so he's not wrong. First of all, by the way, he's saying that my videos are rants, which I don't know if that's true. You know, I don't know if it's true. It's a funny thing where it's like, if you rewind back time and the first light bulb is invented, is it actually a light bulb, or is it the greatest invention of all time? You know, this is not rant session. Also, if my thing is a rant, guess what? Whatever Asmon Gold content is worse. It can probably even achieve the status of a rant, unfortunately. You know, but this is what people do. They detect an opinion, and they think it's the worst thing ever created. We have to kill it. We have to kill you too for creating an opinion. Is the worst thing you could have ever done, bro. Opinion is something that will, attract demons and, I don't know, the dark forces that will kill all humans. All right? You're creating opinions, man. Oh my god. You must understand. This is how I feel about opinions, man. And this is why we need to, I need to double check the video that I liked so much. The first Key and Peele video that just impressed me the most is the one with the opinion. The opinion moment. Again, it's copyrighted, but we should be able to like see a little clippy. Makes everything awkward, basically. Let's go.
Look at me. Look at me. There's no yikes, and the reason why there's no yikes is because there's nothing scary. No, do not look at them. Do not look at them. Don't
tell us how you really feel.
You know, ow. No, don't. No, don't look at them. Come here. Turn it. Anything. Just one opinion that you have about anything at all. Just share an opinion. Anything. Share an opinion. Share an opinion. Share an opinion.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, bro. Just share an opinion, please. But there's hostility from both people, and it's just so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird because, like, you feel the disconnect that has been acted out, but there's still a huge disconnect. And potentially it's a real one, because, like, again, actors can barely fake relationship sometimes. Like, even like, should I kiss a person or not? Like, that's a terrifying question to ask. But it's all for the act. You can kiss a person, but having relationships is a whole nother level, you know? The way you look at people, the way you treat them. So, the other guy was sitting there and just kind of like, oh, I don't like this person, so I'm just gonna turn onto people that potentially don't like him. And that's it. That immediately like sparks drama uh, that has to be like dismantled. So the person who was asking for an opinion was desperately trying to dismantle the the nonsense. But you know you can you should probably just go halfway. I mean, it ends pretty spectacularly as well, but who knows how much of it is actually real or exaggerated. So let's just continue. Basically, yes, an opinion. Oh, Batman movies. I kind of don't like them. I was like, okay. It's definitely exaggeration. I don't know how to actually dismantle that. And I still don't get it, right? I still don't understand. Like, why do I have to do so much work and work on top of that and work on work? But yes, if you look outside, there are cars. Cars are pretty complicated. Computers are pretty complicated. Everyone is like working tirelessly just to put something out there in the world. And computers also, like cars, have evolved generation after generation. So if you're inventing something new, people not going to be that excited about it, and probably going to think it's the worst thing ever. You know, I'm trying to invent an opinion on the internet that should be respected. Basically, a whole another perspective. But how do you do that, right? Because you have to create something actually physical. How can you create an opinion that people are doomed to respect? You can't just threaten people with punishments. But one of the rules in my Discord is just don't ruin my day. It's a pretty good rule for every single person to follow. You know, that we have to make sure that our feelings don't get hurt tremendously. However, negativity is not supposed to ruin the day, right? You're not supposed to dump negativity, you're just supposed to, you know, reenact it if you just bounce it around a bunch of times. It's fine. I think it's fine. Uh, and if there's negativity, you just slow down, because you don't want to get sucked into that yourself. So if your day doesn't get ruined and you're a leader, you can still pull out a person uh, whose day has been ruined because of you, and still question that. Is like, okay, I'm sorry, what can I do for you? You know, there's still an out. Even if someone's day is ruined, they will simply not be able to speak anymore, and then will start slowly realize that their day has been ruined because of you, and they will try and blame you. But yeah, the story's not over just because someone's day has been ruined. I still have to offload a punishment for that, if that was my day. So you can do so many things, and insecurities don't make any sense in society, especially on the internet. Alright? So let's see what this guy is talking about when it comes to insecurities. We're gonna read a book. We got a book, a free book, guys. Not an audiobook, unfortunately. I still don't have AI technology to do that for some reason. Then wasn't shoved down my throat. Asmon has been living his lifestyle for most of, if not all his life. That is not a good excuse for him to continue living the same goddamn way. But because he is lonely, and because he doesn't really want to change, it all gets stuck altogether. You know, everything just gets stuck. It seems fine. It seems fine overall. He's not like suffering tremendously, but he's saying like there's no heating even. Things starting to make less and less sense. anytime he opens his mouth, about his life. And right now we're just talking about Asmon. And I mean, it's useful reference point, but if we're just gonna dig a hole about one person, we're not gonna get anywhere, I don't think. And he clearly cares about this way too much. I've not seen this before. All right, when someone just starts shitting bricks like that, so quickly. Look at me. He figured out how to organize a portion of his comment. That's crazy. Just because you can reply to me doesn't mean you're being productive. All right, doesn't mean you're being. You just have to try and find value in my videos. Unfortunately. So yeah, like you want to write a book. I got something better for you. I got something that you won't be able to consume as well as you want. You think you can't, but you can't. Even though it's dedicated to this one person, they will not actually be able to consume it. Surprise, surprise. Alright? I would be surprised if 1 hour is being spent to watch the entire video. Are you kidding me, bro? Especially after I screamed. Or raged. How is he projecting insecurity? So, if you already have 2 questions, now you're going somewhere. Alright, now you have mental problems. You have to answer your own questions. Alright, at this point, because it's too complicated. How am I supposed to answer everything? Clearly that's impossible. And I'm not supposed to do that to a random stranger. If they have questions, what is this interrogation all of a sudden? What's going on, bro? But it's a one-sided interrogation, Someone just, how is this? Oh, I don't understand this, and how is this? Oh my god! You talking garbage, man. How is he projecting insecurities, man? By staying in the same lifestyle. By keeping his lifestyle despite being somewhat rich, I would imagine. So you can't flex shit neither way, alright? Buying luxury houses, you can't flex that because YouTube is not gonna feed you that much money forever. So you can't just easily retire. You don't know what's gonna happen next. So you better hold on to that money. But the same goes the opposite way. If you live like a poor person and you get a lot of money and you still live like a poor person, that's some kind of insecurity projection that I don't want to see, basically. Wow. But now we have to distance ourselves from this person because he clearly doesn't exist. But what exists is just material to drive on. Alright, you just lay down a drag race material. Alright, a road. It's called a straight road. And we're just gonna drive through it. If your argument is that he is rich, but resort to making this kind of video to show he is poor, how is this a question? Do you see a problem, bro? What is going on, bro? Please. This is not a question. Is he projecting this question onto this question? Aren't you projecting here? It's like, wait, what does that have to do with me now? So he's basically asking questions out loud, like thinking out loud. Is that appropriate on the internet, thinking out loud? Unfortunately, not really, unless you're willing to organize your goddamn comment, answer your own goddamn questions. Alright, if you're thinking out loud and the only thing you have is questions, you're just offloading work onto me. It's like I already win the conversation. There's no challenge. There's nothing interesting going on. You're just offloading questions. The only reason why it worked this time is because I don't usually get this type of stuff, but in the future, very likely, you actually like get blocked. You just get blocked. You know, okay, maybe block is like the worst thing I could say, so I said it. But you get slowly blocked by your own bricks, I would say. Or you get... No, the worst thing that can happen to you is a person attaches to you and extracts your bricks. Brick after brick gets extracted. You just waste your effort, you know, replying to people, but in the end, they don't care. You haven't realized, because the only thing you have been doing is like thinking out loud. So you never actually cared about the other person of what they're trying to actually do to you. So they're just gonna, you know, waste your time. Scam the scammer, basically, is the most favorite thing on the internet, to be honest. This feels like Dunning-Kruger effect. Oh yes, I'm sure you can feel that one. You know, that one you can feel. I definitely feel that one myself. The moment you described an effect, like, it definitely, I feel that one. Alright, I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna look it up. Alright. Unless I have extra time. Where you critique someone else. Oh, he's actually explaining. Thank you, Jesus. You critique someone else with limited knowledge while passing off as an expert. You have to disprove that I'm an expert, unfortunately. But it feels like, so he didn't even try. It's just, I could probably, you know, prove, but I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm not gonna try, though. But I feel like I could do that. Alright, very interesting. Thinking out loud, another sentence, basically. Maybe I'm just a fanboy. Please tell me explicitly what exactly Asmon is projecting. You know, Asmon is projecting projectile vomiting into your mouth. That's what he's projecting, you know. He's just specifically projectile vomiting onto you because the pizza kind of sucked. Alright? So he made a video about pizza, but he vomited that pizza onto you, into your mouth. Alright? It just bounced off from me into your mouth. I didn't touch it, alright? It just bounced off. Alright? I'm immune to vomiting. We can have fun with it. If you're too serious, the other trick up my sleeve is that stop being so fucking serious. What are we talking about? Please tell me explicitly. I don't know what explicitly means. I don't use that as well. Explicitly. Oh my god. If my interpretation of the first 10 minutes of the video was wrong, thank you for surviving 10 minutes of the video. And now you started thinking out loud. It must be a new occurrence in your life that has never been done before. But so I replied, the full reply is, you overcomplicated the question, it turned into garbage. Yes, Asmon is projecting insecurities because he can always improve and live a more proper life. That's it, instead of acting like a clown and pretending that it's a great thing. Because it doesn't look like, you know, it's an act. It just seems like he's just putting on a clown mask, and it's like, oh, you guys want to see how terrible my life is and how I will continue living a terrible life? Like, it's pathetic, right? You need friends. Now at this point, you need friends and you need roommates around you that would live in your lifestyle and would be able to project their opinions of how Asmon is actually living, so it feels genuine. It feels like real, you know. But instead, I gave this troll, you know, his moment of fame. And I love feeding trolls. Alright, this way I learn even faster. It's all about learning, bro. This is money to me, dude. Look at all these words that came out of someone's mouth, you know. Oh, wait, out of their fingertips, it seems like. I might be wrong. If you don't tackle your insecurities, they get projected to every person observing you. You know, It's just the simplest thing I could give to him. What is he gonna do with that? If you don't understand, learn the sound of toilet flushing instead of Kruger effects. It will help you imagine where most of your thoughts are supposed to go. So basically, he did not learn fast enough, and he dumped things onto me. On my lawn, there's a bunch of shit now. I learn the sounds. At least you will learn how to find toilet by emitting toilet flush sounds. Imagine this would come out of my mouth, right? Imagine this sound comes out of my mouth. And another toilet says the same thing, and I'm like starting to communicate with toilets. And I slowly find where the toilet is located this way, so I can offload my goddamn stupid ass thoughts somewhere else. For fuck's sake, man. What has he can always improve got to do with projecting insecurities? I just explained. If you don't tackle insecurities, you'll project them onto other people. If you create problems in your life, other people might try to help and ask, start being insecure themselves of like, do you need help? Should I buy you this thing? Should I give you advice on something? Like, is there anything you need? If they care about the person, they will be worried. The insecurity has been successfully projected. Congratulations. You just don't understand what that means, clearly. Well, that's fine. I explained it, hopefully. Again, you're not answering the question, which is not something I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do on my channel whatever the fuck I want. You think you're gonna be just randomly respected? Find a YouTuber that's gonna respect you. I want to see that YouTuber. Where is he? You know, where is he hiding? Amongst the sheep. Where's that YouTuber that respects you? Holy Jesus. I replied. I read the first comment to some extent. I didn't read everything about it. I might have missed a few hidden meanings, basically. But you know, now I did for sure. Now I'm respecting him to the max. What's gonna happen now? You know. Well, what now? He probably won't even exist on his own video, inspired by himself. You know. What is he projecting? Oh. Insecurities. Thank you very much. That he can live more lavishly? No, he can live more properly, unfortunately. More properly. And not complain about things. That's it. I don't want him complaining about stuff in his life to be like content, you know. Content. That's content. Anytime someone makes sanity content, and it seems like Asmon Gold has found his form of sanity content, I come into play. And usually I have to say, you're too late to regain sanity. You're too late. You have to do proper, honest work instead of doing this garbage build a bridge moment where you're just trying to communicate with your audience of how cool of an experience you can deliver by just vomiting insecurities onto people. And it's sort of like, it's a fun experience if you have someone else to watch it with, but if you're just seeing Asmon Gold on the screen, it's like, you always have to question yourself, do I actually care about this person that will never ever care about me? Like, you have to always ask this question on people on the internet. Like, that is a terrifying thought. Alright? And there are ways to communicate with me. It's called goddamn Discord. If you want attention, come to Discord. It's not gonna be that difficult to receive it. Even like from other people who are active on the server. Right now, no one really talks to each other. That's fine. It's all about me anyways. And I'm the one active on the internet to the max. So I can actually reply very quickly. That he can be a clown. Alright, more questions. What about choice? Why does he need to stop being a clown? Well, you can choose to have subscribers or you can choose to lose subscribers. It's still a choice, right? It's still a choice. Technically, it's not your choice to be made. All right, Asmon Gold can just disappear based on his irrelevancy. All right. Imagine if it's not that easy to find a person because he's being blocked, because he's being hated. If there's a wall around him, you won't be able to access his content. Imagine if there's this new YouTube feature where you just can't access the content because people don't like the person at the moment. They're just actively blocking the road, the traffic towards someone's content. It should be possible because a lot of things should be possible on the internet. But when that happens, then you will understand there is no choice, unfortunately. Aren't you the one projecting the message? If you have... Yes, it's always the hypocritical moments, right? I'm the hypocrite. For talking, for opening my mouth, for talking about Asmon Gold, I'm now projecting. I am now, by creating an opinion of my own, I am just wrong, because Asmon Gold has bigger and better things that just outshadow everyone else's life. You know, he lives such a great life that my opinion doesn't even matter anymore. I'm just projecting. That's exactly what Asmon Gold wanted. You know, he's just possessing me right now or something. Like, this is the vibe. Are you kidding me, bro? I'm projecting. You're the one. If you have money, live a better life. And no, if you have opportunities, grab opportunities. It's not really about money. All right? But money is an opportunity generating force. All right? You can save up money. That's fine. But the best thing is to actually buy gold. I explain in the video what gold is. He has to watch the whole fucking thing before starting to rant uncontrollably. All right? You can ask a few questions 10 minutes in. But if you want to start rant of your own, you have to watch all of my ranting first. All right? Unfortunately. And now he's just branching off his own rant branch on my channel. He's going to be the rant overlord. Thank you, Jesus, man, for giving that opportunity. If you have money. See, the thing is, when you're talking about Asmon Gold, you're triggering another location on the internet where people are sort of willing to do this. All right, this is what they're willing to do. This is probably not an isolated event. There's a lot of people like that, basically. The rentologist, basically. But it's just people who figure out how to think out loud. It's not a magical trick whatsoever. It's just a bunch of vomiting with the keyboard, unfortunately. Now we have a question. How do you make your food? Alright? Make a video of you making your food. Then I will listen to you. Alright? Then I will read your garbage. Is that one simple request I have? Show us. With your goddamn phone, how you make your food. Let me laugh at your lifestyle, you little piece of shit, you know? Because I'm not going to show you mine. I am insecure, so insecure, I don't want to deal with the fucking, camera on my goddamn tablet. It's probably pretty good. But what I'm insecure about is I can't upload it on my channel. I have to upload it on a secondary channel and nobody's going to goddamn watch it in the way that I want it. And also, there's no audience listening to this video right now, only in the future. So everything is just kind of messed up right now. I'm not very excited to do real-life content, but I'm definitely excited to ask for real-life content from other people who have not uploaded anything whatsoever. Alright, I'm always going to be projecting ideas, let's put it that way. Now we have to ask the question. You asked like 20 questions already, you don't have to ask any more questions. Why do we need to spend money? So again, it's clearly a person thinking out loud because he's just asking questions. But the problem is, can you answer your own questions? Can you just not waste my time? Because anyone can just write random letters onto a keyboard, offload their thoughts, and it means nothing. It literally means nothing. It should be just flushed down the toilet. All right. If I don't like it, because it's projected onto me, directly onto me. He's talking to me right now. So I'll say okay. Why do we need to spend money? Because you have it. It's useless unless you goddamn spend it. Also, inflation. You have to think about how to counter the inflation by actually buying items. Buying items that are going to last very long. They're going to be very useful. The rest is for the food, obviously, to make yourself comfortable for the future. Live comfortably. Now, when it comes to projection, right? Now he's on the defense mode, projecting that Asmon Gold wants to live the way that he lives forever and ever. Isn't that what's going on now? If you put a big of a shield and against my projection, then your projection starts coming out. Projection into projection, the projection world, guys. Let me just make a little bit of a mental picture of how it looks like, it seems like. Alright. So, basically, I saw Asmon Gold, Mr. A. Alright. I saw Asmon Gold, he was doing this thing, and then I was like, oh, wow, let me project my ideas on top of his ideas. And then some fucking little retard started pooping onto Asmon's mouth because that's how I drawn the thing. Because he's trying to shield my projections and project his own projections by canceling my projections. So he makes Asmon Gold's projections stronger, and now he's trying to attack me and destroy me on my own channel. I'm sure it's gonna work out perfectively. Or just a new word. Perfectively, man. Just is exactly how intended. With your head shoved, blah, blah, blah. Heck, I would cite being core concept, blah, blah, blah. He just said a new word, which I would say Asmon preaches a lot. Example being him saying, who give a fuck, not my... Yeah, the problem is... when someone says, who gives a fuck, not my problem, I can also say that to you. If you like it so much, I can say that to you in your goddamn comment. Except, I don't follow these principles. I actually care. And this is why I don't like Asmon that much. Very simple reason. Because I actually care. And it is my problem. It's on my channel. And I'm trying to tackle it. I'm trying to respect it as much as possible and show to other people that I'm full of respect. I'm full of free time. I will spend it on to you. But please, for fuck's sake, you have to respect me too. Me too, though. A little bit more than this. Not having the issue outside the... and ground him out. What? I don't understand. Giving a sense of control over his life, and given that he's comfortable with his... Who know? How do you know that? How are you so fucking genius? This is the Danning-Kruger effect on top of a Danning-Kruger effect. It's like, oh, you did a little bit of Danning-Kruger effect, I felt like, so now I'm gonna do my Danning-Kruger overhaul, alright? I'll just enter through that butthole, basically, that I described as Danning-Kruger effect. Oh, wow, so interesting. Now you're a fucking expert of someone's life. I am an expert in everyone else's life, not Asmon Gold. Let's put it that way. Alright, so you can defend Asmon Gold. Guess what's gonna happen? I will care about Asmon Gold that much less. Alright, you're trying to defend someone from respect and appreciation. Alright? Oh wow! What is gonna be the consequence? Well, I'm just gonna leave. Alright? I'm just gonna poop it in his mouth every now and then and leave. And I did left. I disrespected Asmon Gold, and now I know not to come back. I have better things to do, basically, than touch some fucking React dude who calls himself Gold but doesn't have any gold to offer because he spends the whole thing in the moral sense, basically. You know, where he just barely makes any meaningful videos in this case. The only thing I did is like discovered data videos, and I was inspired by data videos, and technically Asmon actually deserves to be to gain some data points, right? Let's say 15. I mean, data already existed out there, but Asmon made it kind of fancy, I would say. So he gets 27 points, extra points. That's fine. Asmon also technically sponsored this video. Is the second installment, basically. But you know, there's people out there who think this way, who just want to, like, just let Asmon live his life this way, please. I very much enjoy watching him like that specifically. Maybe he likes it. Maybe I'll start thinking out loud and you're gonna just go away as a ghost. Gurunext is just gonna evaporate because you ask too many questions. No problem, my friend. I will give a fuck, bro. I will give a fuck. You can't project yourself out of this thing. But this is basically the bad guy that's protecting Asmon Gold from actually making good decisions in his life. That is completely fine. Not having the issue outside of his abilities affect him and ground himself into reality. I don't understand what that means. For the second time, I guess. Giving a sense of control of his life and giving controllable with his living. What else does he need to change? He lives unhealthily, I would agree to some extent, but why would that make him project? The problem is you don't understand how vibes work, okay? If someone lives unhealthy lifestyle and they're making a video about it, now their unhealthy lifestyle lives in your fucking brain. Alright, now you have seen it, it lives in your brain. If you're a good problem solver, it's not a big deal. But if most people on the internet are not good problem solvers, they're just gonna take it for face value, and they're gonna say to their mom, "Mom, I don't care, I don't give a fuck, not my problem, Mom! Oh my god! You don't understand how children work, okay? They're just gonna reproject things onto their parents, and their parents are gonna question us like where all this thing is coming from. They're leeching off the internet, the dark side of the internet where Asmon lives. You know, he just got stuck in the cave, so now he's in the dark side of the internet. You were a gold miner, now you're just stuck in the fucking cave, projecting your unhealthy lifestyle as if it's entertainment. That is bad. This is fucking stupid. Alright? But at this point, again, he's just asking questions in hopes that I make a video. Alright, maybe magic did happen. Whatever. Alright, what else do you got? His wealth, his background, his appearance, the insecurity. There's all sorts of things. You just have to listen to the dude. Listen to the dude when he's just making jokes about himself. At some point, you're making jokes in your expense for too long, for no good reason. You're not supposed to act like a clown by default. At first, I will say that you have insecurities. The next thing I will say, you act like a clown. The next thing I will say, you're in complete darkness, and you live such a horrible life that you should not get any attention from nobody, basically. And having 2 million subscribers on your channel seems like the most impossible task someone ever conceived of, and should be taken away from you just because. Alright? Just because. Alright? Just restart. Just press the restart button. Start from 0 subscribers. Thank you very much, Asmon Gold. You have been a liability to the platform. Oh, oops. And obviously, you don't have to understand every single word I say. You just have to understand this is nonsense. Alright? If you can improve your life, focus on that. Focus on that first, because your life improvements are going to improve your content, are going to improve your longevity on the platform or anywhere else, longevity with your relationships is going to attract better people and better opinions. It's just going to improve everything else. So yeah, and projecting insecurities is not going to improve everything else, unfortunately. Especially if you're a smart person, you have to take care of yourself because you know you're outcompeting every other smart person. But that's all. If that's all you're doing, you have a lot of blind spots of evil people just projecting their shit, and you're just outsmarting them, but you're just wasting your time because they don't actually care about you. There's a lot of weird shit going on, basically, and you can't just dismiss it as hard as you can. Alright? To summarize for you, thank you. Wow! What a summary. Why is Asmon insecure about it? At this point, he's asking the question so crazily that now I get to decide Asmon's life and figure out why Asmon decided to do what he decided to do. You know. Why is Asmon insecure about himself? Well, but like, I don't know. Ask him. Oh wait, he will never reply to you. Ha! Should I do the clappy claps? All right. No, let's just do this. He will never reply to you, bro. Never ever. So don't ask this question. Thank you very much. In what way is he projecting? He making a video about how he warm up frozen pizza? Yeah, it looks like a stupid goddamn video. So the answer is yes. All right. You want a very complicated answer? I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. Like, if you think out loud, most of the time you will be able to just do the work yourself. You don't need me anymore. All right? You don't need me. You just, honestly, if you learn how to think out loud, just find another place for that and store your information and just talk to yourself. It's going to be so much more productive than trying to talk to me. Because I might not be able to reply immediately. That's first. I may not reply. So just talk to yourself and you will come up with better conclusions than I can. Alright? I'm one person caring about literally everyone for a very specific reason. I'm so fucking smart, I see like all this nonsense around me. Everything is basically nonsense. I just sit here and I slowly became smart just by sitting in one place. It's as ironic as it gets, but it's still quite a big question of like, why is everyone else so stupid, right? Do they really think that by taking action in the outside world or whatever, or just projecting their insecurities, they're actually making a move in their life? And the reality is probably it doesn't do anything. It just keeps generating views. He's just living in a hamster wheel, generating views, generating attention. People get stuck, YouTubers get stuck with the audience that they know how to entertain the audience, but they don't know how to improve their lives anymore. They know how to accumulate a skill, but they don't know how to defend themselves. Besides, projecting that they feel secure, I feel secure. I feel good about my life. Like, Asmon can try and brainwash you with that ideology that he's fine, that he's doing all right. Obviously, I forgot to say that you need context, but the context, again, you click on this video, you get the context, please. I hope you didn't watch the whole thing without it. How Asmon is living the life as how he wants to live, a projection of insecurity. He's a YouTuber. He's not just a regular human being who doesn't actually exist in your peripheral vision. It's a projection just because he made a video about it and a lot of people saw it. That's it. It's just that simple. All right? You don't always live like how you want. Sometimes you live a little bit extra of how the audience wants. You always have to remind yourself that you're not supposed to feed the devil either. Just like the trolls are not supposed to be fed too much. I can take a troll, basically, pick up a troll and feed it to more trolls, basically. I want more trolls, though. I want to multiply. Multiplier, let's go. I don't know, because I don't know what happens. I just want to see what happens. I will make... So I... Eat this guy. Where are the other trolls for this video, man? I will make me understand your arguments better if you answered the above 3 questions. Well, I successfully did that, I believe. Alright, just a reminder, my summary. Alright? Improve your goddamn life, please. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know why you live a certain way. You have to answer the goddamn question, and I'm talking to Asmon Gold here. He has to answer this question himself in a separate video, in a serious way, unfortunately. Yeah, and I can feel he has an insecurity talking about himself properly, alright? Because it's just gonna spawn more memes. He can just show his face because now he's shown his face so many times, he can continue doing that without problems, and he knows that people will still continue laughing at him. Who cares, right? But actually sitting down and being serious about it is very difficult. All right, about specifically this problem, and at the same time he will never answer this question. I don't know why I even say it's a summary. This one was no, or a yes, I guess, because yes, that's how you project, because you're a YouTuber. Oh wow, I do not want to see. He is projecting. Oh. Because he's rich, but he lives like a clown. Oh, yeah. But the problem is, I don't care what you want to see or not. I care what I want as well. First and foremost, the priority is what I want. So, I don't... If you say what you don't want, it's even worse because... no, you... Just don't fall into this trap, you know. No, I'm just gonna say random things, and it's definitely gonna be different than this shape, than this square hole, alright? It's not gonna fit a square hole, unfortunately. Actually, square hole is a very universal hole, so it's probably not gonna fit a star hole, or a lightning bolt hole, alright? It's just not gonna fit that, unfortunately, for you. I'm just not gonna say the same thing because I would just be bored if I said the same thing. Lucky for you, my friend. Or anything to that effect, because it just... But the problem is now he doesn't make it boring anymore. He says something for me not to do. And if you ever dealt with children before, there's a reason people do the thing that you want them not to do, because why? If you're not gonna be reasonable, I'll just do the thing just to piss you off. Alright? So, stop projecting your insecurities and living like a clown, Mr. Anonymous Person. Alright? I'll just give it to you then. Alright? Or anything to that effect. No, we disagree. Alright? You live like a clown, you're projecting your insecurities, please. And you're probably also rich. Very likely you're rich because you have so much time on your hands to spend time on me, on a random person who made random videos. Anyone can replicate my lifestyle right now. But they don't want to because you will not get subscribers that way. You will just get trust. You will just get trust from people. This is how you generate trust, is just appear every single day. And you're technically a trustworthy person. This is why PewDiePie sits down every single day. But the actuality is he's just doing the work. And he's trying to gain your trust so he can spend it on memes and on a bunch of lies and bullshit, basically. You know, he wants trust for malicious reasons. I want trust because I'm suffering. You know, I want people to communicate and... connect on the internet, and I love the internet. I just want to give back to the community. And if you just focus on Asmon Gold this whole fucking time, instead of looking around and finding more material to work with. We're not going anywhere. We just talked about this one thing for too long. For way too long. It's his decision, I understand. That doesn't mean I can't have opinion about it, especially when he's a goddamn YouTuber. He's goddamn bigger than me. He gets more attention. He's more rich. I'm suffering now by trying to do the same kind of fucking sanity work. So what are we talking about? Am I immediately disqualified from the competition? From talking about a person I'm already judgeable material all of a sudden just because he's so fucking huge, he's so big, it's impossible for him to fail at this point? At this point, you're disclosing a whole nother level of insanity. Too big to fail. The bullshit video for the future, am I right? YouTube will have to shut down a few channels here and there, it seems like, because the toxicity spreads around like wildfires. Like, it's one thing to say that I don't like your opinion. It's another thing to try and silence me for having an opinion. To say, what are you talking about? He's living a totally fine life. He has the ability to decide that, and he has the ability to make videos about it. He doesn't have ability to make himself a likable person. I'm just trying to save him from himself. If he doesn't want to do that, clearly he doesn't want to do that because even his fans are protecting him. Now we have a problem. Now we don't like this person very much. I'm YouTube CEO. I can declare war. You don't want war because you know what happens. I press one button, your channel disappears. Oh, oops. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't even mean it. Alright? It was an accident. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna... It's just your channel, your favorite channel disappeared. By accident. What are you gonna do? You gonna cry about it? I will get drunk. I will start clicking more buttons and try to fix Asmon Gold's channel. Asmon Gold's channel will reappear. And the other channels will start disappearing. Oh, oops, oh my god, what's going on? The meltdown, because I'm emotionally abused by other people. You must understand, I can turn into a clown too. You don't want that. But let's finish the, so we give him 100% respect, guys. Because it just shows, finally. The conclusion is about me, guys. You have no concrete argument. He definitely spelled argument very correctly because it's probably the first time he's using that word. He didn't use it 100 times even, it seems like. Argument. You're discovering a new word for the first time. Congratulations, Mr. Baby. Argument. So, first spell the fucking word right. Then I will try and understand that maybe your definition is correct, but I will still ask for the definition of what do you think an argument is? Alright? You think an argument is like where you shit a brick on my channel? That's an argument? No, it's just like, I want this and that and this for those, even though I only have 3 questions that I can answer myself very easily. But instead I want to defend Asmon Gold as much as possible because who knows why? I don't know why. Now I have more questions to you. Why are you defending Asmon Gold? What else do you like on YouTube? He's actually subscribed to other channels. Alright? But why Asmon Gold? Why are you wasting hours and hours? Look at this shit, man. Hours and hours. Now, extra time for me. I just bumped into Asmon Gold. I said I don't like him. I'm just gonna move on now. Alright? On my channel, nothing happens. So when a bricklayer shows up, man, it's a spectacle. It's a goddamn party. Honestly, Asmon Gold, fuck yeah, dude. Come back, baby. We found party pizza. Party pizza to the max. This is going to be the thumbnail, isn't it? Or anything to that effect, because it shows you have no concrete argument. Argumento. I don't have the concrete argumento. And make you look like a monkey. Oh, on a typewriter. The hypocrisy of the ultimate level of hypocrisy, dude. Oh my god. Thanks and much appreciated. Oh my god, this is congratulations. See, this is what happens. It's exactly what happens. When you just let insecurities thrive, you become hypocritical. You become the monkey on the typewriter. You're the one. You're literally, when you're trying to describe another person, your insecurities are only able to describe yourself in the most disgusting way, which is called a hypocritical way, right? You're saying something to other people, but you're just describing yourself. This is as hypocritical as it can get, and it's a very disgusting way to introduce yourself to the world. He still haven't even tried to do that. He haven't tried to introduce himself as a real person. That's why Asmon Gold is better, actually, is a better YouTuber, because he introduced himself. He's not too scared to do that. He still has plenty of insecurities to work with. He at least shows the insecurities is not really that bad. To project insecurities if you're gonna fix them in the future, if you're just playing around with them. And I still have hope for Asmon Gold, especially when his fans are garbage, which is very much expected, but maybe I just needed a goddamn reminder. So no hard feelings on Asmon Gold, but there's a lot of hard feelings on this monkey with a typewriter. Because a lot of people are just animals with keyboards in front of their face, and the only thing they learned is how to offload their thoughts or emotions with a keyboard. That's all they learned. I learned more. I had to learn more because I keep struggling in life. I'm not happy with my life, alright? And for as long as I'm not happy, I will accumulate more skills. It might break me, but for fuck's sake, it's a life. It's how life works, alright? I will try and fix myself as best as I can, but I will also accumulate a lot of skills. And, alright. Now he just made me relate to Asmon Gold, and we probably collectively gonna hate this guy, whoever this guy is. I mean, his name is like a monkey name. Huhulili? What is his actual name? No, it's a Huhulili, dude. It's a monkey from an island name. Thank you guys for watching. This is hilarious, bro. But like, what is this, like a hypocrisy series? Because at some point, if you do give attention to the people, they will sort of try and manipulate you. But the funny thing is, I don't think they know how. I don't think they know how to manipulate me specifically. They also have to watch the whole video and understand that, well, this is not actually like good content, but it's specifically given to one person. Like if someone makes a cake, is that a good cake? If it's just given to one person and you don't actually get the cake? Is that actually like a good cake? Maybe you get to see the cake, but you don't get to eat it, so you're not very interested. That's how you have to feel about my content. Even though I replied to this one person, if there's too many people, I will clearly not be able to reply. That's why you don't have to reply to trolls, because you simply don't have time. But then if you don't have time, then just don't even read comments. It's not worth it. The good comments just bubble up on the top, and you can harvest those comments, and that's it. It's the easiest thing to do. People will recognize your attention and will try to troll you a little bit, but usually it's heartwarming feelings only on the top, as long as you're not being hated by the entire world, basically, at the moment. But if you're hated by the entire world, it's still a good thing. You still harvest the hate comments and have fun with it. There's always a way to turn things around, and you don't have to project insecurities all the time. So we basically, with Asmon Gold, together with the great buddy and me, we have tricked this person to shit bricks, and that is quite an achievement. Thank you very much. That's the real gold that Asmon Gold has delivered. I did not expect him to send party pizza to my home, directly straight to my home. Thank you, Asmon. Kissy kissy boo boo, let's go, get the hell out of here.